before I went out, I saw City's lineup, and I don't think they had one starter from the weekend. But it felt as if you look at their lineup, they played with their 11 starters. So maybe it also gives a little bit of an insight that everybody has always said how big of a squad we are having. When we played Chelsea, I said they're missing 8, but they can still bring Estevao in. Now we're only missing 4 players at the moment, and already we needed to start with 4 players under the age of 19.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
It was on the spot. He won his number 20 and his name is on the spot. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right.
Good evening and welcome back to We Are the South Stand. Well, I am joined by Kells. We're hoping we're going to be joined by Patrick, but he's currently stuck in what looks like really shite traffic and shite weather as well, by the way, in Ireland. But how are you, Kells? We haven't spoken for a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. We're having the shite weather here too in the Nevada desert. It's actually raining for like the first time all year. So that's a nice
it's been alright today. It's been windy the last couple of days. It's knocked my reindeers over a couple of times, but I get used to that. I spend all winter just all Christmas just putting the reindeers back up.
Are they little blow up ones or?
No. The blow up ones are fine because the blow up ones, if they just blow about. I've got these like really, really big, like metal ones, but the wind. I live opposite a field, and the wind just comes whish. It's always late at night as well. I was actually thinking that why is wind worse at night than it is in the day?
Yeah, it should be. It's usually really bad in the afternoon because the temperatures are changing. But sorry, I studied this in school, so I'm kind of a nerd about it. So.
Yeah.
But it's very windy where I live too. It was gusting this morning pretty badly too. So all the trees no longer have leaves; they're all gone.
God, here we go, manic. No one calls it Manny. Do you know what? People down south do call it Manny, you know. It is a thing that down south people do call it Manny. But apparently, I mean, do any? No, people in Manchester don't call it Manny. But people down south do 100% call it Manny.
That sounds like people calling San Francisco.
Do you know what? There are some people that call it, I guess, but it's God, who cares? Who gives a shite? Anyway, we've got the man like Spartacus joining us as well. Hello, mate. How are you?
All right. He did show up.
Not bad.
And there is a smiley face as well. Do you know what? I don't know why. I was just thinking this before this show started. I'm always in a good mood around this time of night. When I do shows this time of night, I can't remember getting battled. Let's see if one of you two can rattle me.
We'll see. We'll see what kind of meltdown I have when the lineup comes out.
I think the lineup already came out. Yeah.
Has it come out yet? No, can't off. Hour and a half.
Oh yeah, an hour and a half. It's not okay. Yeah, fair.
Well, Chelsea are losing apparently. I'm about to put the game on.
I see it. Are you doing Movember, by the way?
I'm doing what?
No, you don't know. It must be in England. In England, we do this thing for charity called Movember. So, I do see Amarin, you know. I do see it.
Wait, I gotta see.
I'm gonna have to shave my head now.
But sorry, have you said Chelsea 2-1 down?
Yeah, Chelsea are losing. Shout out Baku. Let's go.
No.
Hold on, who are they playing?
They're playing Karabag.
Yeah, Karabag.
Lineup. Where's the lineup?
Ooh, that's really bad.
That's only Europa League side.
Yeah, that's really bad. God damn. And then and the funny thing is, we all keep saying that Chelsea could win the Champions League this season because they've done it in the past.
No, they can't. What are we doing here?
They're a tournament team, though. I mean, when they beat us, would they finish 8 in the league or something?
I mean, look, the PSG in the final of the Club World Cup.
Oh.
I mean, it's a friendly tournament, isn't it? Like,
yeah, I hear it. And what do you guys, just quickly as well? What do you guys make of Vinny at Borussia? Where are you two with him? If Pep was to go at the end of the season, surprise, Pep just, you know what? I'm leaving end of the season. Do either of you two think fully send for Kompany, or do you think he needs a bit longer?
I'd give him a year or two longer. I want to see him make a deep Champions League run. I don't think he has anything to prove in the Bundesliga, but I really want to see him win some.
The way you said Bundesliga was mad. You said it like arse.
What? The Bundesliga?
Yeah, the way you pronounce Bunda is like Bunda.
Oh, okay. The American Bundesliga.
yes, league. Yes, league.
Bundesliga.
No, but do you know what? I said when they got him, and I'm meaning literally within weeks of them getting him last summer. I said, it's not a case. If someone said to me, "Oh, if he wins the Bundesliga, would you have him?" I said, I need to see more than that. Like, it's the Bundesliga. I expect him to win it with Munich. But if he wins back-to-back Bundesligas while also going on a bit of a run in the Champions League, then we can have a conversation. Now, to go to PSG away and get a result like that with 10 men for a whole half, he's got them players playing for him 100%.
That is impressive.
Also, this is a mental stat, but he literally won all games up until right now. It's not drawn or not lost. He literally won everything. It's crazy.
Yeah. And I can't lie, the all black attire with the cap, the jacket, it looks suave as hell as well. So maybe, United got Amarin and spoke about his Moncler jackets. We can, but no, do you know what? It would be a dream to have Vinny come. You know what? I can't lie. When you think about it and you think Pep leaving and Vinny coming back, right? That softens the blow a lot, doesn't it? It is obviously a bit of a sentimental thing, and sentimental things sometimes can go very, very badly. But I don't know. Do you know what? Someone's saying another 4 or 5 years. I think that the key is for me, right? As long as Vincent Kompany continues to stay a top manager, him and Manchester City will happen one day, right?
Oh yeah.
His wife told Big Steve probably about 3 years ago that his dream is to manage Manchester City, but he will not do that until he knows that he is ready for the job. So I've just got to go and grab the door if you two want to talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, I think, like I said earlier, I think for me, I need him to make a deep Champions League run. Like this season, I would expect a minimum of a semifinal. And maybe even a final this year. Like, he doesn't have to win it, but I want to just see that he can get to there. And also, there's a big game coming up, too. I want to see what he does against his Arsenal team.
The thing for me, especially with cup competitions, I don't really care where they get where manager loses, because he could very well face, like, Arsenal, City, Liverpool, PSG, Barcelona in the first round and lose there. Are you going to say that was shit? Probably no, because one of those are going to win the league, the Champions League. So the thing that I'm looking at is more how does he play against the big sides than how far does he go. This is more where I'm at.
Yeah, that's fair. That PSG game was impressive yesterday. I was watching it, and it was it's really impressive to hold on with 10 men. So, and he does have that front three hook in.
Marquinhos is shit, so it's not really hard to make him make a mistake, isn't it? So
yeah, he's a little past it, but no, that front three is cooking though. Luis Diaz, like, who saw that coming? Like, I think people were like, oh yeah, when he left Liverpool, like, whatever. I think a lot of I in particular was just like, yeah, whatever. Like, I figured he'd be cooking like not to this degree, because I was like, yeah, he's going to the Bundesliga. It's much easier than the Premier League, but he's just been outstanding. Like, and also to have 15, 16 wins this season, like every single game, that is huge.
I just think that it's Kane. Kane is making everybody in that side look brilliant. Kane is just such a good player. Jesus.
God.
I think right now at the moment he's probably the best player in the planet.
Really?
I've been
Over
watching a lot
Erling?
of
Ooh. Spartacus
body
hates Haaland along with
video.
Donnarumma.
Oh yeah, apparently. Just Kane has been impressive. Like this guy has been far and above the best player in that side. Far and above. Like this guy is unbelievable. What he's been doing this season is crazy.
Yeah, Vinny's getting the best out of him too, because this is usually the age when they start to decline a little bit. But being in the Bundesliga instead of the Premier League is probably going to extend his career. And he'll probably be able to stay at that elite level a little bit longer, just simply because of the lack of competition in the league. He's not going to be facing like crazy low blocks every game. There's a lot more space. There's a lot more pace, or a lot not as physical of a league. So that should, he's playing very well right now.
I think what Kompany is doing to give Kane a better platform is basically telling Kane, do whatever the fuck you want, and the fullbacks, they're filling in the space of where the attackers leave the gaps. So if Kane drops deep, it's not a winger who goes into that space, it's a fullback. The fullback attacks the space, and that's very interesting music of fullbacks.
I love Haaland, but I'm always going to wonder what Pep would have done to Kane. Like, oh, dude. I'm always going to wonder, but to be fair, I love Haaland. And Haaland is turning into a much better player. Like, Pep has really improved him quite a bit.
I do hear what I do.
8-9 years.
I do hear what you're saying though about Kane. For me,
no, I didn't say that. I didn't say that Kane is far above Haaland. I said that Kane is the better player in the planet.
I mean, listen, Kane. How old's Kane now? 30.
31, I think.
He's about 6 years older than Haaland, and that's 6 years of experience at the top level. So, I don't know. For me, when people have conversations about Kane and Haaland, I'm cool with those two being in the same conversation. I don't know. It's hard. It's always, you will always have a bias, won't we? Like Haaland plays for us. He loves our club. Okay. We're always going to have a bias for Haaland. Kane is damn 32. Good now. Yeah, 32. So he's 7 years older then. No. Someone's saying 32. But either way, he's a lot older. So it's a lot more experience. But Kane Haaland is unbelievable.
Haaland will be better than Kane, but I think right now Kane is the better.
Yeah, just right now.
If you think the way Haaland is developing at the moment, he will be a better player than Kane.
Oh yeah, for sure. I have no doubts about it. And the hunger to be better as well. Haaland wants to be a better player as well.
Yeah,
he's putting in the work too. He's actually scoring some headers this season. We've all critiqued him on that. And
by the way, that offside stat as well is just absolutely phenomenal.
What offside stat?
18. He's only been caught offside 18 times in his whole time at Manchester City.
Yeah, Jesus did that more.
Someone broke it down. I think someone broke it down the other day and said
I think we have team news.
Mbappe has got caught offside more times in all of his games against Barcelona last season put together than Haaland at his whole. But do you know what? I think that's just someone that quite clearly, and this is the thing with Haaland. You know, like Rocky IV. Is it Rocky? Ivan Drago, right?
Yep.
That's what I imagine, right? With Haaland growing up, right?
Oh.
And so
Rodri's not in the squad today.
No, it's fine. Gonzalez is fine. We don't need to do that. Oh, I am nervous a little bit, but
I'd say that means he's not going to play against Liverpool.
I'm not worried about the game. I'm worried about Rodri not being back.
Yeah. I wonder if he had another setback. I mean, it's from Simon Beskowski, so he's a good source.
So the team's not out yet. It's just someone's put a teaser out there.
Yeah, Bashkowski said that Kusanov and Bob are back in the squad, but then he says no sign of Rodri.
Oh, well. But yeah, with Haaland, this offside thing, I just feel like that is, if you are a player that for your whole life have been, you are going to be a striker, you perfect the offside rule. And I think a lot of strikers probably should look at themselves and go, do you know what? Yeah, if Haaland can do that, why can't I? 18 times in what we're now going into his 4th season, right? That is absolutely phenomenal.
I think with Haaland, and this is a theory of mine, right? I think Haaland, when he was growing up, instead of training how to become a footballer, he trained to become a striker.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
learned everything about being a striker.
Exactly that. Exactly that. That's exactly what I think. That his focus was on being a striker, and that is why. I mean, the offside rule. It just, when you look at that, Mbappe has been caught offside the same number of times in the El Clasico as Haaland has his whole career at City. It's mad.
Crazy.
Absolutely
That is
crazy.
a freakish stat.
I would, Brian, the link. Sorry, I have put a link. If anyone else does want to join, you have to have a camera on. But if you just click on this link, it will bring you backstage and you can have a chat with us just before the team news comes out and whatever else. Do we expect changes? What changes are we expecting?
Maybe bring in Thierry Reinders for game time.
I think Reinders will be in. What?
And maybe,
replacing who?
Maybe Foden. Maybe
Yeah.
Foden.
Maybe
or
Foden,
Haaland.
yeah.
I don't think
Foden's
he'll
probably
bench
good shout.
Bernardo in a Champions League game.
Do you know what? I think Foden's a damn good idea. Yeah.
Save him for Liverpool.
Save him for Liverpool. He's usually quite good against Liverpool as well, actually, as well. Save him for Liverpool. Anyone think...
I could potentially see John Stones coming in too.
I can see Rico Lewis coming in as well. by the
Same,
way.
yeah. And maybe Savinho, because Pep seems to like to play Savinho in European games.
Don't say that name around me.
Rico for who though? Because I think it's either
that's
Rico or
Good
Reinders.
joint. Good, yeah. You're right. It would be Rico or Reinders. So yeah,
I think Reinders is the midfield change I could see happen. And I could also see Marmoush coming in for Doku. Try to save Doku and Foden for Liverpool.
Hello,
I
Martin.
could see that.
Martin's there. Brian. My mate. Well, now,
Marmoush
Brian.
too.
Brian,
Hello, that's all right.
your hair's gone.
I know, I shaved it all off. Well, I didn't shave it all off. The barber did, but
That poor United
well, I
guy's
shaved
jealous
mine
of you.
Are you
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
I haven't seen you that in ages.
Nah, do you know what? The only game I've been to this season is Swansea, bro. I've been.
I did Swansea.
Did you? I didn't see you there.
Yeah, I was right next to your home end.
Yes, so was I. Pretty much. I was
Were you right side or left
I
side?
was left side.
I was right.
Ah, right. Okay. I nearly got hit by Savinho in the warm up.
Yeah, that was on purpose, wasn't it? Bloody twat.
I think it probably
Well,
was.
that's why you don't like him, isn't it?
Well, someone had, Steve, he's been watching some of Steve's story, right, on Instagram,
Right.
and
I
then
heard you
next
say
minute,
that, yeah.
I've maybe said, let's not go there. Listen, we've got a game. I'm looking forward to it. The team's going to be out any minute, and I'm hoping to God that Savinho's not in it. But anyway,
Me too.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was, though.
I think he
feel
will
like
be.
That's a
I think
change
he will be.
Pep could make.
So are you lot all aware that Dortmund have scored 4 goals in all of their Champions League games this season?
Yeah, I'm not worried about
Played
them.
anyone.
Not at all.
You
was not
mentioned
aware
game
of
was
that.
really fun to watch, though. That was
Sorry, I hear what you're saying, Spartacus.
I guess the
but
lineup's out, according
can I
to-
just repeat this one more time? They've scored 4 goals in every game in the Champions League this season.
Yeah, but
That
let's
is-
break it down. Who did they
that's
play?
what-
Oh, here we got the lineup. Ooh, there's a
No.
lot of changes.
Right, let me find it. With me.
Oh, thank God! At least, thank God. My biggest fear is always going to be Vardiel playing left back because I don't think it's
Hold
not
on,
necessary.
what have you
anymore.
got? Who's released
Thank God
it?
he's
City
not.
directly?
It's on the Man City Twitter page. I can send it to you.
I'm-
I'll
No,
put it
it's
in
I'm
the-
really
I've got
glad
it.
I'm really glad you're doing this stream, Daps, because I deleted Instagram the other day and I was watching your stream with LB and I thought I've got so many things I want to talk about.
Oh, right, go on then.
No, I can't think. I can't think off the top of my head now.
I put it in the private chat.
Now I've got it now. Let me just share it quickly with everyone. Bear with me.
I was right about some of these. I was right about Stones. I was right about Savinho and
I
Reinders.
think that's it.
That's a good looking
that's it.
lineup. I think
What
that's-
were you saying on Reinders, by the way?
No,
Are
that's
you
right.
having them or not?
Yeah,
I like
old
him. I
Uncle
just think he's
Daps
taken
is
some time
having
to
a
adjust to
stinker
the
again.
Do you
I
not
think-
like Reinders?
I think
I like
he
him a
can
lot.
become a brilliant player. I don't think he's been good right now, but I think he just needs to get used to the Prem. Like I think
I'm just really sick of. This sounds really harsh, right? And I'm going to regret this in like a year when he's slamming it. But I'm really sick of like soft players. I just want someone who's going to get like stuck into the tackle and like smash into someone. Like
Do
I
not
love
play him
Ryan.
as a 6. He's not a 6.
No,
Do not play him
definitely
as a
not.
6.
Definitely not.
Right then, let's have a look at this team then. So, I don't know. You know what? The graphics made it pretty damn difficult to see. But Donnarumma in goal. Nunes at right back. Stones, Vardiol in the middle.
Nice.
Have we seen Stones and Vardiol together this season?
I think
Not
Did
for a
they
full
play?
game.
Did they play 20 minutes against Villarreal?
Yeah, I think it was in moments. Well, the problem was he even played Joshko at left back in that game. And like I said, there's no need for that anymore. We have O'Reilly who's balling and should not be benched. And Mike Nori who needs minutes. So Joshko
then
should
we've
be
got-
third on the pecking list.
Daps thinks O'Reilly's a left winger though.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Hold on. No, I don't. I think Nori should play as a left winger, not.
No, that's the
O'Reilly.
one. That's the, sorry, I've got muddled up. I meant
Right.
Nori.
So we got Nico, Reinders, Foden, and then Savinho, Doku, Haaland. It's a pretty. Do you know? It's a pretty. Apart from maybe the fact Diaz isn't starting, the fact the
very
maybe,
rotated side.
I wonder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
let's see if
no,
Dortmund is
isn't
starting
it-
Sabitzer. Oh,
it
they
is
are.
rot-
Ooh, that's going to be a tricky
hold on.
matchup in the
It is
midfield.
rotated,
Sabitzer.
but it's pretty. I think that's a pretty bulk standard. We've seen it a lot because I know that I've been frustrated by the whole Savio and Doku playing off
Same.
of Haaland. So yeah, we got no Cherki, we got no Bernardo. Foden, do you know
That's
what?
surprising. I'm
He's
very
played
surprised
a lot of
Bernardo's
minutes.
You know
not
what?
playing.
Foden is playing a lot of minutes this season, isn't he?
A lot. But it's because he's so good in the 8 role. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Really in it.
Do you know what? For me,
Well, he missed a
that's-
few games to start the season, but then I think he's basically
Yeah,
played
yeah,
every game
but in previous seasons, Foden often is one of the first to be rotated, and he's
Not anymore. Now he's too important.
Now De Bruyne's gone though. He's more of a like senior member of the squad, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. That's true. That's true.
I feel like people don't respect him as one of the senior members. Like,
Do you know what it is? Do you know what that is? I feel like he will forever be seen to some as like for starters, he'll either be seen as star boy, right? By maybe more of the online lot that claim, oh, he's our star boy, or alternatively, the locals will just see him as our Phil and still see him as a young kid. So,
Yeah, 100%.
I think that's just the way. But yeah, I'm not too. Lineup's all right. Lineup's all right. Like I said, can I just repeat? They've scored 4 goals in their last 3 Champions League games.
Well,
So does that mean if we keep a clean sheet, we're winning the treble then?
yes.
No.
If we
Well,
keep
last
in a
time we
clean
won a
sheet, yeah.
treble, we played Dortmund in the Champions League at home. So
We seem to always play Dortmund in the Champions League.
That's pretty cool.
Don't remind me of that Bellingham girl. That rattled me.
I don't think
I don't
Job
know.
is starting. Remember, everyone was yeah, Job is not starting. So everyone was like, "Oh, well, Pep said I don't know about him," and they're like, "Oh, there's the Korean guy moment, where that guy came and daggered us." Like, well,
Well,
I think this game is going to be very
people
much
love
on
jinxes.
where players go. So, for example, if we do the thing where we did against Villarreal, where we have a midfielder running in between the centre back and the full back, I think the wingers are going to have a lot of joy. If we just keep those standard, the midfielder just stay
sorry,
down.
when you say the midfielders are going to have some joy, are you meaning our midfielders?
No, I mean our wingers are going to have some joy.
No, our wingers. Sorry, are going to have some joy.
Yeah,
Do you mean our
Fight?
wingers?
What are they doing?
How do you define joy?
What are they doing?
Getting assists or pre-assists or getting into the box or goals themselves.
Nah, but I don't believe it. You're talking about Man City wingers getting GA. Nah,
Never,
Only if it's
ever.
Ryan Turkey.
no way.
Who's on
No
the
way.
bench.
Yeah, we have to play. We have to play false wingers right, to get fucking GA.
LB, Daps, did you watch LB stream? the other day where he did a stream with Hugh and he was going through their targets and they just both started burst out laughing because they both set Savinho like 25 goals.
Goals? Or you must mean assists.
No, GA.
Yeah, goals and assists, but they were just
20
like,
of
oh
those
my
have to be
God.
assists.
And so it's just never going to happen, is it? It's never going to happen.
I think
No, I
Two
think
assists right now and a
it is
goal?
typical. It's typical City that we go and make a false winger.
But this is the thing, Dabs. If you really want your wingers to be involved in goals and assists, you have to get them closer to goal so they can't be holding the width. Let's go, for example, to the treble. We used to play Bernardo and Grealish. They used to hold the width, so they didn't get involved as much inside the box where usually the goals are scored.
Yeah.
If you have midfielders running into those spaces, you create the space for the winger then to attack the area. This allows the winger to have a little bit more joy in those assists or goal situations. This is exactly what happened against Villarreal. Rico Lewis was making those runs in between the centre back and the full back. This created either the space for Savio to play him in and cut back for Haaland, the first goal, or for Savio to play the ball himself into the box, second goal.
Yeah.
So I think it really dictates what the winger doing.
Do you know what?
Give
Right?
me Mahrez and Sterling, man.
I have this very controversial thing. Sterling would not score a quarter of the goals he scored if he played right now with us.
But I kind of hear what you're saying. I do hear what you're saying. A lot of them far post tap-ins, I don't see him happening. But
that's Haaland now.
But I hear what you're saying on that as well. It's about having runners and it's about having people. I think now having Cherki there as well helps, right? Because I think the big issue last season is that if Doku or more so Savio was holding the width and stretching the game, we didn't really have. I mean, De Bruyne last season was not the same person. Gundogan wasn't really the same person. So it's like we were trying to do what we did treble season, but without players that can do what we were doing treble season. Now with Cherki back in there, maybe now we're starting to cook. But look, I want Savio to have a good game tonight. I'd like Savio to score, get an assist, and I'd like to be, at 10 p.m. tonight doing a video saying, you know what? Fair play, Savio. You stepped up again now and proved me wrong.
I'd love him to get a hat-trick.
It's not going to happen. It's not
going to happen.
Yeah, I can't see it happening for shit. But
I want to see Reinders score a goal.
He's probably. Do you know what? Reinders is probably the one player in the team that I want to get a goal the most. I think Reinders gets a goal, and I think he'll probably get a few more in the coming weeks.
You can just see it. You can just see him like hit. You can see it like he's going to catch one on the volley, and then he's just going to start banging them in. Yeah. Like you can see, he's like one away from getting 10. Do you know what I mean? Like,
see, the thing is, you've seen him at AC Milan score goals, so we know he can score goals, right?
Mm.
It's just at the moment, I think probably he's starting to put a bit too much pressure on himself. I don't know if maybe that rest, having a rest. Against Bournemouth might have been exactly what he needed as well.
I think he usually struggles a little bit in the first season after a move. And he comes alive in the second season, which is normal for players, really. Players usually struggle in the first season and then come alive in the second one. But one thing that I don't think it's ever going to happen is Reinders becomes that mental defensive player who's going to be diving into tackle. I think
fucking hell no.
That's why I just don't want to see him as a 6. Like I think he's been fine as an 8, and even better, he's good as a 10 too.
Too many times we've seen him as a 6. Do you know where I am with the 6 role? We had this conversation earlier on, right? Because people keep mentioning Nico O'Reilly could do the 6 role, right? And it's like Nico O'Reilly is looking absolutely quality as a left back. Now, if I did a show last week, and I think most people are agreeing with me with the title was, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah, I'm not moving him.
So if we don't want Pep to change things about, why are we trying to change things about? He's looking absolutely quality as a left back, leave him there. And furthermore, Gonzalez is looking damn good as a 6.
Yeah.
I'm not worried with him, though. I'm not worried at all.
I trust Nico Gino.
Do you know what? There's elements of Gonzalez's game, by the way, that's sexier to watch than watching Rodri already. Yeah,
I agree.
The way he turns with the ball,
The one against Bournemouth, there was about 3 players around him.
Bro, the one against Bournemouth was sexy as fuck.
That was nice.
I fucking, excuse my language, I screamed out loud. I was like, oh my God. And when he did that, I couldn't believe it.
Do you know what? That and the other one that I loved was the Foden touch against Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what I mean? Them.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I might at the end of the month, I might start trying to go. Stop the glazing and end the stream. No, we're all right. Cheers, Dave. Yeah.
This is like, oh, dude, I'm number 1 Glazer. So
My favorite thing about
talking about Ferdial.
my favorite thing about Gonzalez, right? And it is something I think you spoke about it with Steve, I believe, that's last season. When we didn't have Rodri, Foden would stand in the pockets around the edge of the box, right? And he'd put his arms out like a little meerkat, like he does here. And he'd be like, give me the ball, give me the ball, whatever.
He does do that, actually.
And no one would fucking give it to him. And the only player that used to would fire. Foden would have 3 players around him. Rodri would fire it into him.
Yeah.
And then Gonzalez has started to do that. And he's the only player I've seen do it other than Rodri.
This is the thing for me why I don't really like Foden on the right side. Because when he plays on the right side, he can't really move away from those half spaces. Because if he does, there is a CDM back there, and he can't really go down the line because he's not particularly good with his right foot. So he's very much stuck into those half spaces. When he plays on the left, he can roam around the pitch and do everything. And the more Foden gets on the ball, the better we play. That's all there is to it.
Do you know what? I think Cherki is another one that will get the ball to Foden quickly as well. It's people that understand that Foden likes to work in tight spaces. Right, a bit like David Silva used to like to work in tight spaces. If players are pinned to Foden, there's a good chance he can turn them. Right, if there's a gap between them and there's space in front of them, then it's a bit different. 2-2's that.
Yeah, Chelsea.
How many times would you ever look at a game, right, that City played when David Silva was in the team? If David Silva had a lot of the ball, was there ever an occasion where you were like City won, you'd be like, oh, City won, but David Silva's shit today?
But I can't remember a bad game from David Silva.
That's what I'm saying. But people used to give him the ball in tight spaces. And I'm not saying Foden's David Silva, but I'm saying if you give him the ball where he wants it, he very rarely has a bad game.
The thing is, I always remember the first time watching Foden when he was on tour in America, and he was just floating around. He didn't do anything amazing. All he did was float around the pitch, offering himself as an outlet constantly in triangles, right? And sometimes he'd get the ball and give it back to him, right? And also, Silva was his mentor. So there are elements of Silva's game that Foden's game, that has come directly from David Silva. So just to answer this one quickly, Daps, are the Stadium City fans chill with Felix? Are you meaning Felix as in Felix that makes all the Felix that make? I presume they're meaning Felix that makes the flags. And if so, yeah, bro. Unless something's happened in the last couple of months that I haven't heard about. Yeah, very much so. He makes flags for a lot of people. Nice. Oh, fucking hell! You mean sorry? You mean the Metro? They're meaning the Metro. I would. The fact you said Stadium fans are cool with Felix, I thought you meant, so most of the banners, Felix is heavily involved in making quite like City on tour. That's Felix. Anyway, as for Felix Lemaitre, I'll be honest with you. I would say that Stadium fans don't really know that much about him.
I reckon half the stadium won't even remember that he played for City.
Yeah. Why would anybody have anything against him? Like, literally did nothing.
Yeah. It's a bit like one of those ones with what's his name? Morgan Rogers.
Yeah, he was never going to make it at City, but then he went somewhere else.
We didn't know you when you were at City, really.
Bit of a random. Sorry, lads. Bit of a random one. You said about it just reminded me when you said about the banners and stuff. What's your opinion on the stadium announcer? Because I saw a lot of people were not happy with him the other day. They don't like the Erling Haaland.
You know what? I quite like it personally.
I don't mind.
I don't hate it. But I don't know. I would love what's it called? That people don't like so some people inside the ground don't like drums, right?
No, I don't.
That's very German. They're very Bundesliga thing to do.
I don't mind drums.
I like the idea of a megaphone.
The megaphone.
It's very American.
the megaphone thing, we're just silly though, that we went and blooming tried to use the megaphone at PSG, where they basically take what noise they're making and put it through a tannoy system back into the away end. So you're there with a megaphone, and it's like, yeah, they've got a whole PA system against you. But no, I mean, be interested. Is he starting? Is Nemecha starting?
Yeah,
let me check.
He is. Because he will be another one that will have a bit, for him, he will have a bit to prove. I always find that the players that never really broke through at City have more to prove than players that did break through, right? Because it's like, you literally didn't think I was even good enough for the squad, right? Whereas with players like Palmer, I think we all know that if Palmer stayed at City another season or so, Palmer would have started to get quite a lot of game time, right?
I get the vibe Palmer's still like, he's just calm with City, like, doesn't give a shit.
I don't think Palmer gives a shit about much, to be honest with you.
No, not at all. But I think a lot of
thinking about chippy chips.
But I think like Morgan Rogers, I think when he plays us, he's like, yeah, fuck you. Like he wants to give it. He wants to score it.
He does, but that's because he was never close to breaking through at City. So it's more to prove maybe, but I don't know. I think this is going to be an interesting one. I think we're going to have to score a few goals tonight. So tonight, for me, if you were neutral, I think this is definitely the game that you'd be watching, right? City in form, and they've got a man that's a robot that, like, he's literally becoming more of a robot by the day.
Mate, he gets better every game.
He's even doing the celebration now.
Yeah, and apparently I saw that Peter Crouch was livid. He was like, "What?" It was like, well, he's a better striker than me, and now he's doing the robot better than me. He does it pretty well as well, by the way. Definitely been practicing that.
I've heard that he's to be fair.
But do you know what? Till, you're right. Why is Marmoush not being given a chance today?
Yeah, he should be starting.
I don't understand at all.
Unless Pep's going to throw him on. Sorry, go on.
Nah.
I think maybe he's not 100% fit, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe that's true.
I think he's the most critical player we need to get fit, though. We need to get Marmoush fit and firing as soon as possible because, God forbid something happened to Erling Haaland.
But
I don't want Marmoush and Rusty filling in.
When we say fit and firing, how do we do that? Play him where?
Play him.
No, play him where?
Play him left wing.
Play him on the left, yeah. Yeah.
For me,
give Doku a break for Liverpool. Why not? This would have been a good game.
Nah. What? As in throw him in against Liverpool? Nah.
No. I said let Doku rest today.
I'm not against that.
And then play Marmoush today, and then have Doku start at Liverpool against Liverpool on Sunday.
I think there probably is some truth to the fact of just let players keep playing and let them get a bit of confidence. And not because this is something I said the other day, right, about Aït-Nouri. That with Aït-Nouri, he's going to struggle because I think, right, I'm being too harsh on Aït-Nouri. He's only just joined us and he needs to be given some time. However, how's Aït-Nouri going to be given time when at the moment all of our league games are must-wins, right? And so therefore we're going to play Nico O'Reilly.
Unless he keeps a clean sheet and gets 2 assists against Brentford in the cup, he's not getting in the team.
Thank you. That's the game I'm looking at. I'm going. The next time we see Aït-Nouri is probably going to be Brentford, right?
I can see play against Leeds United at the end of November.
Yeah, same.
That's because we have some brutal fixtures. That's the problem. Is you're not going to throw him in against Liverpool. You're not going to throw him in at St. James Park.
Newcastle,
you're probably not going to throw him against Leverkusen in the Champions League. It's just
maybe
just very brutal right now.
Yeah, Leverkusen. Leverkusen totally.
I'm not
I think
sure,
that. I don't know. I would say we probably want to try and get this tournament wrapped up and as good as through to the next round before we play Real Madrid.
Yeah. You don't want to be going into that game.
Were awful yesterday. They look so bad. I don't fear going to the Bernabeu as much as I used to. Famous last words.
Hold on, but where was it last night?
It was at Anfield. They were,
And
The
but
big
they were,
difference.
but they,
No.
dude, they can show up at any stadium at any time, and they were.
Nah, I hear you, but but I'm telling you now, the Bernabeu's different. The one thing I would say is Real Madrid in group stages and Real Madrid in knockout stages is always different as well.
Well, we're in a group stage. We're not in a knockout. So
If Real Madrid put out 11. If Real Madrid put out 11 academy players, I'd still be scared going to the Bernabeu.
At the Bernabeu, yeah.
Vini's
Shape
one
is
of the
just a
most
mess. They
overhyped
can't
players.
accommodate
Mbappe's
everybody.
playing out of
Hold
position.
on, hold on.
Bellingham is the goals.
Hold on. I want you to say that again. Everyone, let him speak. I need to hear this because we had this conversation on Never a Foul earlier. Go on, say that again.
Vini's one of the most overhyped players of all time. Bellingham is the
Facts.
goals. Mbappe's playing out of position. Mastantuano's not delivering at all. They don't have a right back. It could be Trent, but we all seen what Doku can do to Trent. Asensio, the less said about him, the better. Carrera's actually pretty good. Tchouaméni can be good, can be bad.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Okay.
Yes.
And you know when that's the case, I mean,
Average as
go
well.
on, sir.
And what about has Brahim Diaz played much this season?
he came off the bench yesterday.
No.
Mastantuano's injured right now. He's got
I
the
think-
same injury that
I can see
Yamal
Brahim
had.
Diaz pushing for a move soon. Brahim Diaz pushing for a move soon.
You just know if
I
a
agree with the
team's
comment
like
that says
sometimes
it's
good,
Go on.
if a team's sometimes good or sometimes shit against City, they're going to be good. It's just how it works. It's just our luck all the
We're
time.
still the biggest
Like,
scalp
look
out
at-
there.
look at Aston
People
Villa.
deny me when I say that, but we're still the biggest scalp anybody can get.
Look at Villa. They look shit. Villa have looked shit in every game except against us.
We didn't start a DM. That was a big problem. We couldn't though. We couldn't. We had no DM.
Okay.
That was on Pep that game for me. It was on Pep.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Madrid don't look good at all. They just look shit. Like the reason that sometimes they look good, sometimes they look shit. No, they just look shit.
Until they play us.
I'm not scared of them at all. I was more
See,
scared of Bournemouth
I
than
can't.
of
Right, there's four
Ah.
people here. Me personally, this season, right? I think Foden had looked good. Right, we've got to remember that Foden basically. I think Foden come back from injury against Man United.
Man United, yeah.
Yeah, against Man United. From that point, I think Foden has been good. Right, I'm not going to say he's been amazing, but he's been
He was
good.
amazing against Bournemouth,
and
though.
and in a couple of the games, well, and Everton.
I think
Both
he's
of
been
those-
I think he's been one of our best players.
I think he's really
but
good right now.
there's this element of people that are still out there saying no, Foden hasn't been good. But I look at, I mean, that Everton game, neither of those goals happened without Foden. Right, he created both of those goals. I can't lie. I think Foden's having a fucking good season.
Fantastic. I think it's
There was
been
one
the best
thing he did.
Best
There's one
midfielder.
thing he did against
I
Villa.
agree.
One thing he did against Villa that I haven't seen a lot from him that he started doing this season more than anything, right? Is he drops a bit deeper. He picked the ball up off whoever was the probably Reinders, I think, and he turns his body like that, and he span it out wide to Doku, and he wrapped it around about 4 players to Doku, and Doku was in. He put one in the box.
Oh, it's
No
unbelievable.
one did anything with it, but
It's
the pass
interesting
was
because-
ridiculous.
And that's what I'm finding interesting this season because Foden is playing a bit deeper, right? And he's not in those pockets as much, right? We're now starting to see Foden's passing range more than we've seen in previous seasons, right? In previous and hey, who would know that Foden actually can fucking pass the ball pretty damn well? But I don't know. It's where, and for me, it might be a guilty pleasure that I've always said I want to see Foden one day play in the 8, and to see him starting to, and it used to frustrate the shit out of me that he'd keep being. Yeah, and by the way, I understand when you've got Yaya Toure, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Ilkay Gundogan, David Silva, yeah, I understand why it's taken Foden a while to actually be given a chance in the 8 role, right? But it has frustrated me seeing him being the way he keeps. And for England, I don't want to see him anywhere near that team if he's not in an 8 or a 10 role. I don't want to see him on either width.
Daps, you said it all last season. You and Steve and myself watching at home, screaming at the television, saying, play Foden in the 8, play Grealish in the 8, play Foden. We didn't have a fucking top class number 8.
I think Grealish last season not being given a chance in a kind of 8 role for me was criminal.
against
And the one game
Forest.
he did.
I was sat behind the goal against Forest. I was up level
that was
3
the game.
against Forest at home. He was fucking ridiculous. It was one of the few games he played number 8. He was unbelievable.
It's because if you're talking ball carriers in the Premier League, he's one of the best, right? The way he runs and the way he positions his body to the ball, you can't get the ball off him. It's literally, if you want the ball, then you're fouling me. It's simple as that. And he's one of the best ball carriers in the Premier League. But
I think he fit this system well as well. I think he fit the system well. I think he'd do well on the left-hand side, tucked in.
That'll be an interesting one when we get to next summer, won't it?
Mm.
When we get to
that
next
will be.
summer and Everton go, right then.
Yeah, and he was a good option to play last season, and it was really frustrating that he didn't because
I'm
the options that were being played
if
were
Everton keep him.
terrible.
Here's a question. If he keeps his form up and he plays like unbelievable, he has been getting the assists he has for Everton, right? If you can take him back in the summer or sell him to Everton for 40 million, what do you do?
So
I think we'll sell him because I think that bridge has just been.
What would you do? Not what would the club do? What would you do?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sentimental. It's Christmas time and that.
I'd probably sell him.
Now, do you know what?
because
Do you know what? I said this. Did you not hear the stinker I said yesterday? So
Possibly.
I'd forgot that Onana had moved to Villa, right?
Oh.
And I said, fuck it, give us Onana and you can have Grealish.
It's all right, we've all done it, Dad.
I would have Onana.
Yeah, I would, because he's not a
good.
soft
he'd be a
arse.
good option to have.
Bring him on for the last 20 just to be an absolute shithouse.
I think
Because
we don't have
he's
any-
just he's very one dimensional. He's very like a 6. Like you're not going to play.
I just need a midfielder to come into the team, and as bad as it sounds, I want the midfield, like the Nigel de Jong type midfielder in a Manchester derby. Within 30 seconds, he's going to fucking do someone.
You've got that in Kuzanov.
Yeah.
Last thing, I was watching a Nobbins video yesterday, right? His 5 things learnt from the Bournemouth game, right? I don't know if you've seen it, and I think it was his second point about rotating. How basically the Bernardo and Gonzalez were rotating, taking it in turns, and being and when you actually see it from an angle, it literally looked like something at a theme park just going round. Like it was mad. It's proper mad.
What is it like? What Rodri and Kovacic used to do, where one sticks and one goes, or is it different?
kind of a little bit.
Kind of, yeah. But it's like, bro, imagine a triangle, but imagine a triangle just moving round.
They just did like this.
That's
They're
mad.
doing like this.
It was mad when you see the way it moved. It was it's mad. Anyway,
I
right.
want to see that with Nico G and Rodri. I've said that to privately.
I think
I
we
wanna
need
see
to
that really
to
badly.
try Nico G and Rodri. Nico G and Rodri would definitely be something I'd be willing to see against Newcastle at St James's Park.
I would love
And
that.
I think that with Marmoush, Foden, Cherki, Haaland, I think that will be our starting lineup come
Yeah, I
February.
think we'll get to that. It's going to be a
I think
while
that's
until we
where-
get to that.
Hold on. You're saying you think our starting lineup will be Gonzalez
February.
and Rodri?
Yeah, with Marmoush, Foden.
And
Cherki.
Reinders out the team?
I don't think. I think he's for big games. I think
Best
he's
11.
too.
Yeah,
I
the
think
best
he's too
11,
lightweight.
yeah.
I think he's too
I
lightweight.
don't disagree with you, by the way.
It's a hot take, isn't it?
Do you know what?
That's my exact
I think. Do you know what? It is kind of a Gonzalez. I think I actually said this in the summer. Gonzalez and Rodri, and let the rest of them just fucking cook.
That's what I mean. Because then you've got that defensive solidity. You need two. We don't have two midfielders who can put in a tackle. Like when you come up against a Villa or a Newcastle or a Liverpool, we are just going to get ran through until we've got two midfielders who can just
I hear what you're saying.
I
It's a
think you're
solid
gonna.
wall. And they can,
you're
and
not
also
really
Rodri
gonna
and Nico
get
can
this
pick
one.
who goes forward because they're both.
Yeah,
They're both
I do what Terra Nova's saying though. The thing is Terra Nova though, that if it was firstly, if we actually talk on Rodri not last season, the season before last, right? So the 4-peat season. Rodri was getting to a place where you were kind of. I mean, I don't know about you lot, but I was kind of seeing him as an 8 almost.
It was a box to box. Yeah,
It was like a box to
literally
box, right?
I say
Exactly
this all the
that.
time.
It was
He's
like a box
world-class
to
8
box.
and a world class 6 at the same time.
I think, yeah, but you say that when he was playing Kovacic and Rodri, that's basically 2 6s, isn't it? But like, they're never going to be like sat there.
All I ever get,
next to each other,
all I ever get told is Kovacic is not a 6, he's an 8, right? So I hear what you're saying. It is pretty damn defensive for Pep, but apparently,
But
Gonzalez is good in the 8 role as well. Sorry,
he's meant to be a number 8.
I just saw that. Yeah, Bernardo's being rested for Liverpool.
Makes sense.
And
Yeah.
Rodri can play further forward as well. If when he comes back, he might be a little bit like, if we're still feeling a bit cautious with Rodri, right? You don't want him to get involved in too many 50-50s. You don't want him to get in any big tackles. Yeah, you can play him in a number 8 role. He can just sort of be roaming. And Gonzalez can do all the dirty work and be like your 6. Yeah. And you can probably ease Rodri in. He doesn't have all the defensive burden on him in the midfield that way.
I think it's actually better to the other way around. Have Nico G being the 8 and just challenging everybody, just going around literally.
Well, that's stick and move,
yeah.
Sitting there, just intercepting balls and shutting the back line.
I can't lie. I do want to see it because I think that'll make us a lot more solid in the middle of the park. I mean, we've got to get Rodri back.
But there's one way to find out.
No, it won't be shit. There's no way. There's no way. From what I've seen of Gonzalez now, and for what we know of Rodri, there's no way Rodri and Gonzalez together is shit. It might be.
Pep might have
be really good.
Pep might have it.
Yeah. There's no.
Based on
way
how much Nico's improved, it'd probably be.
Yeah.
I think that doing that will decrease the chances of Husanov being right back.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because you would need Nunes to push forward and hold the width.
Every time you play Cherki, I don't think you can play Husanov as well because you need the fullback to be going up the field.
You have to play Nunes. You have to. You have to play Nunes. You have to play Nunes. Now, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, I don't know who I saw someone call Cherki was playing the full swinger role, right?
Yeah.
And
Nobbins,
yeah, it was Nobbins. It was Nobbins. Yeah, the full swinger. But then you have to have Nunes to get down there to cover that space.
Yep. Otherwise, there's no one holding the width.
Yeah.
And then you're stuck.
If you want to play Husanov,
same on the other side with Marmoush.
Yes, same the other side with Marmoush. Yeah.
If he plays, you have to either O'Reilly has to push up or you have to play out Nori.
Yeah,
I trust either of them to do it though. Nico going forward. He's had some really good crosses into the box, like to Haaland in particular. So I like that.
The one against Everton. O'Reilly.
He's quality.
Also, I want Marmoush in that left, doing that role where he inverts in because he's a bigger goal threat.
Yeah.
And everyone's crying about Haaland scoring all the goals, but they want to bench our second best goal scorer. I don't get it. Make it make sense.
This is something that for me doesn't really make sense when people say that they want Elise, because Elise is just Cherki. He's going to do literally the same thing as Cherki. I disagree. I'd much rather if you play him one as
push Cherki to a 10 at that point.
If you play him one as a touchline winger, you'd much rather have Elise.
But you're not going to play either of them because none of them.
I don't want to play with touchline wingers.
No, Savinho's giving me PTSD, mate. I never want to see it again.
I mean, for me, I think still right now, if we're looking at this season, Doku's had a good moment. Cherki's come in as a full swinger and already had a good moment. We're still waiting on Bob and Savio to do something. And I am Bob's. I know, Brian, you are as well. Or you used to be. You might have changed. But I'm a big Bob fan. But he does need to do something. Otherwise, I've got to hold the same energy. I think he's
in the middle. Get him
I
in the
just like
middle
Bob
of the trade spaces.
But when you say put him in the middle, instead of who?
Foden. On games, Foden has to rotate out.
Nice.
Foden can't play 70 games.
I think.
Oh, okay.
Playing his leads in that spot. Who cares?
I thought you meant bench him for Bob then. I was about to go mad.
Yeah.
I think Bob is too good to be a rotation player, though. And that's how
he has to get into the team. He's not just...
The thing with Bobby is we've got to remember, right, is... Savinho's had a full year in the team. He's gagged for a move for Tottenham, not got it, come back, got a new contract, and now he's back in the team. He's back in the
I'm
team.
waiting for this
And then-
confrontation.
Sorry, can
And
I
then-
just my agenda, it's not an agenda, but my opinion, my dislike of Savio as a footballer, not as a person, started before the Tottenham thing. The Tottenham
I
thing to
agree.
me, I'll be honest with you, and I am being told a lot of people are pissed off with the Tottenham thing. With me, I'm not. It is what it is. Do you know what? For me personally, he was on 40 grand a week, yeah, which is very low, right? He was probably one of the lowest paid players at City, right? So he did something for me potentially to get a pay rise. And it was a case of, I think maybe there's a little bit of not backing himself and maybe thinking, shit, World Cup season, I've got more chance of playing at Tottenham than I have at City. I don't think there's any part of it that makes me think I don't like this person for what he did.
No,
That's-
but the one point I would make, if sorry to cut you off really quickly, one thing I would say is, right, Doku's third game was against Bournemouth, and he showed you what he can be, right? Bob showed you what he can be against Newcastle. He's just come back from a broken leg at a young age. He's played no football in ages. It's going to take him a while to get up to speed. Marmoush, we know is class. Well, he's probably going to be class. Cherki, we know is probably going to be class, right? What has Savinho shown with a whole year in the team with no setbacks, nothing to stop him? What has he done?
I agree with you.
Like 15
I
or
agree.
something.
Okay, so wait,
Go on.
let's unpack this one. So let's just start with the whole Spurs thing, because I know a little bit more. Because being Brazilian, playing academy football, you get to know a couple people in the industry, and I'm from the same city as Savio, so I know a little bit about the whole situation. And let's just say that if what you said that he wanted to go to Spurs was true, he would have been at Spurs. He never wanted to go to Spurs, and I know that because I've seen.
I don't
messages
dislike.
from
I don't.
Savio himself.
I don't hold that against him though. That was just an additional point. I'm not like I'm with you, Daps, on that. That's not influencing my opinion on him much, if at all.
Yeah.
I just wanted to use this a little bit just to clarify this thing. Like this whole situation that people are saying, no, he forced the move and everything. If you go ahead and read everything that was said at that time, it was always he was open for a move.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he wants to move. That means that if both City and Spurs find a fee that they agree with, Savio wouldn't stop the move.
Was it not his agent pushing for it a lot as well?
Yeah, the agent wanted to do it for financial reasons for himself, not really for Savio, right? He wanted to make a quick buck in it. But Savio himself never really wanted the move. If he got the move fair, if he did it fair as well, he actually preferred to stay.
I think that's fair enough.
Well, listen, I'm going to wrap up here. This is going to redirect over to Kels and Patrick, who are doing a watch along. I'm going to end by saying I want Savio, like he did last Champions League game, he proved me wrong. So, Savio, another performance like that one, and
Really great.
And you're halfway towards having a better season than you did last season, probably. But I will do.
Thank you so much, Daps.
No, nice to catch up with you, Brian, as well. And Spark, it's always good to have you on as well. And Kels, of course, most importantly, here from the start. My kind of like co-host today. And I will be doing a quick match reaction probably at 10 o'clock, but I will be back tomorrow morning with the Mancunian Way lads at 11 o'clock. Until then, everyone enjoy the game. Come on, City. We're out.
Come on, City.